we're going to enable large engines which previously could only run on diesel to run on dual fuel with very high levels of displacement. And that's leading edge, world-class technology that we developed here.
It's a real win-win because for the mining industry they get reduced costs, but for communities they get improved environmental and health outcomes.
The engine technology has now been made possible because of the industrialisation of a very fast engine controller that has been developed for Formula One motor racing. So we're able to do things that 2 years ago you couldn't do, and so we're able to get very, very precise fuel control and very, very high diesel displacement numbers. So we're running as high as 90% gas and 10% diesel in this engine.
Because we're dealing here with world firsts and breakthrough technology.
Absolutely believe it's a game changer, yes.
Undoubtedly a game changer. The way that we use the gas has never been contemplated before. The work we've done on the engines in these Caterpillar trucks has never been done before. You piece each of the sort of breakthrough elements together and you've really got a unique and very innovative approach.
– 70% of the mining equipment out there is Caterpillar, and all of that equipment is serviced and supported by Sime Darby Industrial in Australia. So it was a natural fit for Intelligas to talk to us.
So we're twice the density, approximately twice the density of conventional CNG, and we're approaching 2/3 of the density of liquefied natural gas. So our space claim and weight claim then is attractive to the vehicle owner.
We are ready to go. We've got a truck that you can see right behind me right now that's been operating for some time. We've had engines on test for months and months. We are ready to go. We're now looking for interested partners to take us forward, and we've already had some incredible interest from some of our mining customers who are ready to run more detailed trials in field.
There's two separate aspects to what we've developed on this truck. The first one is the engine itself, which is to do with the dual fuel technology, and the second one is to do with the storage of CNG at very high pressures. It's a new standard, a world first in fact, that we've packaged that gives us around double the amount of gas on board than you can achieve with conventional CNG. Cost saving is the primary benefit. I think that you're going to see benefits from the engine with gas mode being far less vibrating and less wearing on the operator. Our driver notices that it's less vibration, he finds it smoother and quieter to drive.
That whole body vibration, that fatigues the operator, and at the end of a 12.5 hour shift they can be very fatigued just from the vibrations. With the gas substitution and the reduction of the vibrations through the truck, I think we've got a big win there.
Miners particularly understand the aspect of the cost reduction. They understand the fact that they're currently using imported diesel, and that creates a real risk to them in terms of the security of supply of their fuel. So the ability to use local natural gas is a great benefit and opportunity for them. I think people are genuinely surprised that we're so far down the path and really ready to put this mine truck onto a mine to work.
With the refuelling cycle, the HDCNG cylinders allows us to get a much higher density of fuel on board the truck than conventional CNG, and while it's not as high as liquid fuels, it certainly it can be packaged to give us a 12-hour operating cycle for the mine. And that's the key part to this, is getting enough fuel on board to fit in with existing work practices.
The fuel itself is much safer. Natural gas is a very safe fuel. Only ignites at very high temperatures. In the case of these large mining trucks, the primary source of fires, if that was to ever happen, would most likely be diesel or hydraulic oil, or potentially a tyre. And in that case, the gas will be a secondary effect. It'll literally vent to atmosphere. There'll be a loud hissing noise, like if you opened up your barbecue bottle, and the gas will just dissipate and float away.
So we're seeing a 20% reduction in greenhouse gases when we're burning gas as opposed to diesel.
Well, in the central Queensland roads that go from the coast out to the Bowen Basin mines, there's more than 20,000 B-doubles of diesel a year on those roads, which is just an enormous number of trucks. We think conservatively we can remove as many as 8,000 of those trucks off the road.
This certainly has more application than just Australian mining. We think this is application right around the world. And it'll be an Australian technology company coupled with a multinational organisation to drive that all around the world.